NFL playoffs. We're talking about NFL playoffs. You bet we are. Get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Scoring touchdown is the key to winning NFL playoffs, and the key to you scoring big, betting on them at DraftKings, the number one place to bet touchdowns. Ready to place your first bet? Try betting on something as simple as a player to score 6. Go to DraftKings Sportsbook app, make your pick. Here's another reason to bet your favorite player to crush it in the playoffs. New customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Score big during the NFL playoffs with DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code MONEYMOVES. That's code MONEYMOVES for new customers to get $200 in bonus bet instantly when you bet just $5. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. Boost Mobile is now legit nationwide 5G network. So I have to take a break from all the jokes here for just a second and put my serious voice on, because I would never ever joke about a 5G network that has invested billions in building 5G towers across the country. Not even once. Not even if Mr. Boost Mobile himself asked me to. There's nothing funny about it. Boost Mobile is now legit nationwide 5G network and also provide coverage across 99% of America. Seriously. Visit boostmobile.com or your nearest Boost Mobile store location to learn more. Boost Mobile network, together with our roaming partners, covers 99% of the U.S. population. 5G speed not available in all areas. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This episode of Nightcap is brought to you by Boost Mobile. Visit your nearest Boost Mobile store or boostmobile.com to join their nationwide 5G network today. Y'all know me. I'm your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe, the Liberty City legend, the Bingo Ring of Fame honoree, the Pro Bowler, the All-Pro. That's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that like button. Tell family, friend, or loved one to do likewise. And go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Family, friends, and loved ones can do likewise. Thank you for your continued support of Nightcap, Unc Ocho, sponsored by Boost Mobile. Every subscriber counts. Make sure you check out Shea by Laportier. We do have it in stock. If you cannot find it in a city or state near you, just order it online. 2 teams will have a lot to celebrate tomorrow. What better way to celebrate than with a bottle of Shea by Laportier? And in your celebration, please drink responsibly. Now, go follow my media company page on all of its platforms. That's Shea Media. And go subscribe to the Humble Baddies Podcast YouTube page. They had their first live show. Well, that was yesterday. That was Thursday, right? Their first live show was Thursday. Check it out. Very interesting. Ocho, you dirty, man. Make sure you check out my clothing company, 84, with 84 being spelled out. Everything restocked. We also introduced new beanies, Ocho, in every color. Quantities are limited, so make sure you grab yours while supplies last. It's up on the screen so you all can see it. We got the black, brown, blue, dark gray. I guess this is royal blue, red, olive. I guess that's emerald, light gray, yellow, and pink. So make sure you grab your beanies, Nightcap beanie, Scully, in your favorite color while supplies last. Tickets for the Super Bowl show in New Orleans. It's our first spring tour stop, and the tickets are on sale now. Unfortunately, the VIP meet and greet tickets are all sold out, but there are still many tickets left available for the big show, February the 6th at the Mahalia Jackson Theater. You don't want to miss it. We got some big guests lined up for the show. Both Nightcap and Club Shay Shay have been nominated for NAACP Image Award. Nightcap was nominated Outstanding Podcast, Arts, Sports, and Entertainment. Club Shay Shay was nominated Outstanding Podcast, Society and Culture. Please go vote for your favorite 2 guys, Unc and Ocho. The link is pinned in our social bios. Ocho, there's no more guessing. Cowboys have officially hired Brian Schottenheimer, who was their offensive coordinator last year. Jerry made the move and he was comfortable. Now, mind you, remember the reports that came out, Jerry really liked Dion and Steven really wanted Brian Schottenheimer. And he really wanted Jerry really liked Coach Prime, but Steven, they were really butting heads. And I came over here and said, Ocho, that's some bull jive. Mirror. Everybody knew it was some bull jive, but it was just something to smoke screen. Hey, we talked to Coach Prime. That's our minority. Hey, that's our one token. Boom, we get on. We go with that. And the Cowboys, notably, they didn't interview any of the top candidates. The Ben Johnson, Cliff Kingsbury couldn't talk because he was in the going week to week, so you could only talk if you were in the bye week. So Nagy, Spagnola, Aaron Glenn, none of the top candidates were interviewed by Jerry. Brian Schottenheimer. Again, my only problem, Ocho, I don't have a problem. Chat, I don't want anybody to think that I have a problem with the hire. But don't give me this bull jive. You want somebody that called plays. Mike McCarthy called plays. Yeah. See? We want somebody with previous head coaching experience. We want somebody that called plays. Brian Schottenheimer's never been a head coach. He didn't call plays. That's neither here nor there. Ocho, what do you think about that?
I mean, obviously, Jerry wants to continue his reign with power. He doesn't want to relinquish that power. He wants to be in control of everything. And he hired a coach that will fall in line with just that.
Bring, you know what else, Ocho? Not to cut you off, bring Jason Witten on.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. So, again, Jerry getting in the way, again, doing things his way, and the definition of insanity. Chat, you stay with me now. The definition of insanity is doing things over and over and over in a way you see fit and expecting different results. The results have been the same for years, for years, and you continuously do it. Jason Garrett, Mike McCarthy, now Mr. Schottenheimer. Nothing is going to change until you remove yourself and get out the way and allow people to do their job. Not you trying to do multiple things at once.
Chan Gailey, Dave Campo, Wade Phillips, Jason Garrett, Mike McCarthy, now Brian Schottenheimer, all of them. Nothing changed. It's just different names, but nothing's changed.
Any of the people that you just called, will any of them challenge Jerry? Will any of them challenge Jerry?
Hell no.
My point exactly.
And you let him fill your staff, and you let him like, well, I want this guy to be on your defensive staff. I want this guy to be on your offensive staff. No coach is going to do that. No, they're not going to do that.
You pick.
That's if it's one thing, Ocho. I go to a company and I'm looking around. I'm going to give them an opportunity. That don't mean I'm going to keep them. But if I like what I hear, I'll keep them. But I'm not going to let you tell me, well, you got to keep this VP, or you got to keep this CFO, or you got to keep this CO. No, hell no. That ain't happening.
I mean,
but another thing, Ocho, not one other team attempted to interview Brian Schottenheimer. No. Now, all I want to know is this. Look, I'm going to get me somebody else won't. Because if nobody else wanted, there's something you trying to tell me something I don't know.
Well, you got to think about it. Think about it now. Look at the elephant in the room. Now, the coaches that were available, we talk about good coaches. And also the coaches that were also available that could have come to Dallas, that could have interviewed in Dallas, wouldn't go for the shenanigans. You think Ben Johnson finna stand down? You finna tell Ben Johnson who we can bring on and who we can't? Aaron Glenn, I mean, obviously he wouldn't get the job anyway. You think Aaron Glenn is gonna come to Dallas? You gonna tell Aaron Glenn what type of staff he can put together?
But people believe he can work with Coach Belichick. Can you imagine him telling Coach Belichick, hey, I want Jason Witten to come on and he gonna be your coach in waiting?
Man, Belichick tear Jerry's world down. Absolutely not. You have to get out of your own way. You have to. You don't have a choice.
He's been an offensive coordinator before. He's with the Jets for 3 years. His highest points per game They were 13th. He called for St. Louis. The highest points per game was 21st. He also called in Seattle. His highest points per game was 6th in 2018. He had three top 10 offenses as far as points. He averaged 28.7, 25.3, 26.8. And then that ended. And this was his first foray back as being a coordinator, correct? Okay. So he's been a coordinator. He's been a coordinator for 11 years, had some success, orchestrated 3 top 10 offenses in Seattle, none in the top 20 in St. Louis, and none in the top 10 in at the Jets.
He's with the Jets for 6 years.
He was with the Jets.
Started in 06.
But he wasn't the coordinator though, was he?
He was.
He was? Okay. Okay. So he was with he was there with Rex. Oh, okay. So we know those offenses back then, Ocho, was run the football, play behind the defense. It was more ground and pound. But his most success, it came in Seattle. He did have great success in Seattle with Russ, sixth in points per game, 9th in points per game, 8th in points per game. That's a pretty good resume. But we know why he got the job. It's because Jerry wants someone that he can control. It's really that simple. There's no other. I'm not going to make it a black-white issue because I don't believe it's a black-white issue. It's a control issue. Jerry wants control. Jerry wants control because Jerry wants credit. None of the blame, but the control. Because this thing fell apart, I can't believe this happened. I'm shocked as anybody. No, you're not shocked as anybody. You put this ish together. You should be the least shocked that it fell apart. But like you said, you do what you've done, you get what you've always gotten. It's hard for me to believe I can be in a scenario. At some point in time, I'm going to change something. If I get the same results for 30 years and my objective, but Jerry's a promoter. Jerry's not trying to win. Jerry's not fooling me. He might fool some of the fans in Dallas, and I think for the most part, they've even caught on. Jerry's all about selling. Jerry looks at it like anytime they're talking about me, that's good enough. We don't need to talk. They don't need to talk about me winning championships. They don't need to talk about me being that. They're talking about me. So I'm in the news. That's good enough for him. And I don't see it changing. They bring back the same cast. If you look at guys leave Dallas and play well, look at now Neville Gallimore. He went to the Rams, ball out. I'm just saying, they make a trade for a guy at Carolina.
Mingo.
They give a 4th round draft pick, and the guy had how many catches? He might have had 4 catches the rest of the
Mingo?
Yes.
Yeah, obviously, man, listen, I don't know what Jerry is doing. I can't question it. I've been around football for a very long time. Obviously, not as long as you have and not as long as he has. He's an owner. He's a GM. Hell, he's every goddamn thing. He just thinks his way always works. And the fact that he wants credit is just beyond me. You know, when you can look at the landscape of the NFL with all the owners that consistently win, all the other franchises where they win consistently, you know, the Packers, the Bills, the Chiefs, the Steelers. I mean, teams that have a rich history in winning, you know, in the past.
The Eagles, everybody going to the championship since he's been.
You don't see any of the owners front and center, making decisions, you know, pigeonholing head coaches, not allowing them to pick their staff, people that they work well with. I mean, all that matters. All that matters. And the fact that control and credit is what he wants is ridiculous. And
but if you know the franchise, Ocho, Jerry has probably, let's just say for the sake of it, let's just be safe. He owned 10 other businesses. How many of those businesses you think he hands on?
Probably none.
None, because he doesn't know.
Right.
But yet he thinks he knows football.
Well, he's been around football the longest, so he feels like he knows it.
Yeah. I've been around a plow. It doesn't make me a tractor. What the hell you talking about? Just call you around something. Hey, as a matter of fact, Ocho, I'm sleeping in my garage tonight. That don't make me a car.
Yeah, that's a good one. I got you.
I'm just trying to figure out what makes him think he knows just because you're around something. Hell, Ocho, if somebody gonna give me the scouting report, I can read off what they wrote down. You think Jerry going to the Senior Bowl and out there looking and Scott got his notepad like, okay, guy got great pad level, drops his hip, great transition, change of direction. Oh, he bends the edge really well. I like the way he button press.
Yeah, he don't know. He not.
Hell no.
He's not detailed and sharp like that. Obviously.
Hell no. But there are guys that do. What's the guy name that runs the Cowboys? Will McClay. Will Clay. He knows. He writes the notes, gives them to Jerry, and then Jerry, and they have a little selection. Okay, and who do we think is going to be available when we select at the time we select? They give him a list of names. Everybody have their thing. Well, Jerry, this is what we need. Okay, Jerry, this is what we need. Bruh, Michael Parsons fell in your lap. You ain't do nothing. CD fell in your lap. Come on, bro. That ain't nothing. They failed to you. They had an agreement. Devontae Smith, the Eagles wanted Devontae Smith. That's like, hey, we'll trade up. Just don't bother him. We'll let y'all trade. Okay, fine. Just don't select Parsons. Or y'all not going to select Parsons. You're going to take Devontae, right? Okay, boom. CD fell in their lap. All the other receivers were gone. So who are they going to pick? They needed a receiver. Jetta was gone. Judy was gone. Ruggs was gone. Waddle was gone. Wow, he really went out on a limb and got CD. I need a receiver. He the last one left. Oh, no, my bad. Because Jalen Rager went before CD.
Rager went to Philly, right?
Philly, yes. So Ocho, that ain't nothing. If a guy just fall in your lap, no, if you want to impress me, do what Kansas City did. Zoom up the draft board and go get somebody. That's what's impressive. That lets me know, okay, they know what they're doing. You didn't do that. So I just don't get it. Mingo has 17 catches for 167 yards all year. He had 5 catches for 64 yards when he arrived in Dallas, and he played 8 games. Played 9 for Carolina. And they traded a 4th-round pick for him, right? 4th or 5th. Traded a 4th-round pick for that kind of production.
He doesn't know what he's doing now. He may feel he does.
Yes.
But there's no way he does. It's not. You know, it's almost
hold on,
like
let's see. When did hold on, Ocho. Did Justin Jefferson go before or after CD? He went a pick after?
He went after Gillick too.
Yeah.
He went 22nd.
He went 22nd. Oh, so you went CD and Justin Jefferson went 22nd. Check the numbers out.
Right.
Look at the numbers between the two. But he know football. Not that CD is a bad, because CD is a number one receiver.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I don't know very many people that's taking CD over Jetta.
I mean, listen,
maybe Cowboy fans, but I'm talking about if you poll GMs, you poll all 32 GMs, it says, okay, you got Jetta or you got CD. Because right now, people are going to take Chase and Jetta. They want to. Both of those guys were unanimous first-team All-Pros. There weren't a whole lot of unanimous first-team All-Pros, but those two guys was 2 of them. And Jetta's damn near been an All-Pro every year, except last year, he got nicked. He went over 1,000 Ocho and missed like 7 games. Can you imagine what his numbers would have been?
If he had,
ain't nobody close to him. His first 3 years, his first 4 years, his first 5 years. Nobody is close to those numbers. Now, with the season that Chase had, Chase might have an opportunity to get him, but he's going to probably need another 14, 1,500, which is possible with his quarterback and that system. But Jerry don't know what he's doing, man. And like I said, I don't got no problem with Brian Schottenheimer. I'm just saying this notion that he's scouring and he's trying to get the best man for the job, I don't believe he's doing that. I don't believe he's ever done that. Not since He's not going to get a chat. Cowboy fans, Jerry is not going to get anybody that's going to offer him some resistance. Brian, let me tell you what Brian Schottenheimer doesn't have. Any say on the final 53, any say in free agency, any say in the draft.
And all those are things that the head coach should have some type of say or
Yes!
control over.
Just basically almost like, I guess, if they still have arranged marriages. Hold on, I'm the one that got to be with this lady. I need to know. You try to tell me what I want. I know what I want. Jerry this is an arranged marriage. Jerry is telling you, he's picking players, telling you what you need as opposed to what you want or what would best or what would fit best to the system. Now, is them coming back? I mean, as far as I know. See, that's another thing. What if Brian Schottenheimer want to hire his own DC?
No, that's crazy. I mean, listen, it's crazy the way things are run. Obviously, Jerry has the power. We understand that. He's going to exercise that right and that power at every turn and every chance he gets. Every chance and every turn he gets. He's killing his own franchise. He's killing his own team.
He doesn't he just doesn't get it. And I look here. It's hard to say CD ain't top 5.
He's top 5.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, 1, 2. I think you and I are in agreement. 1, 2, Jetta, Chase, Jetta. It goes year to year. Last year it was Jetta. I mean, last 2 years, but the first couple of years it was Jetta. Chase has been gangbusters, Triple Crown. Triple Crown? I mean, this was Chase's 3rd year. So it's not very many guys that get an opportunity to win the Triple Crown so soon. Smitty won it in 2005. So that was close to it because Smitty came in 01. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So his 5th year. My brother won the Triple Crown. He came in 88. So his 5th year. Jerry came in 85. He won the Triple Crown in 90 in his 6th year. Cooper Cup. What year was Cooper Cup when he won the Triple Crown? Could have been no more than 3.
2020, 2020, 2021?
It was 2021, I think.
If I'm not mistaken.
When was Cup drafted? 19? $2017. So okay. So 5 years. So that'll be about the average, about 6 years, Ocho, somewhere between 4 and 6 years is when guys normally win the Triple Crown. And not CD.
Jamal
Chase won it the quickest. 3rd year. 4th year, right? What was this third year for him?
3rd year.
No, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4th year. This is his 4th season. Because he's drafted in 21, remember?
He had 2 years left on his deal. So it would have been his 3rd year. 5th. No, he won it in his 3rd year.
No, he would have done the contract after his 3rd year. He played this year.
Okay, I see how you put it.
Yeah, because you got to count. A lot of times when you get confused, Ocho, is that people don't count the year he drafted. He played that year. He drafted in 21. He played in 21.
Right. I'm tripping.
So that's why, you see 1990 to 99, that's 10 years. A lot of times people will say from 90 to 2000. No, that's 11 years. So that's about the time frame, somewhere between 4 and 6 years. Guys, so Chase is just now entering in his prime. So you're going to see big time production as long as, and we saw even when got hurt last year, 2 years ago, Burrow, he still put up those numbers.
Most definitely.
Him. And that's what I'm seeing. When you got a guy, Ocho, and I don't have to alter anything, he's him. I ain't got to stack him. I ain't got to bunch him. I ain't got to put him in motion. I can just call a play and say, son, go get open. I can put him in the slot. I can put him out wide. Yes, I can put him in motion. Yes, I can stack him. He can run shallow. He can run deep. He got intermediate. He's great after the catch. He can high point the ball.
Everything.
What am I going to complain about?
Everything. And you know what? What's funny is maybe it's a handful of receivers that can do that, man. Only a handful.
Only a handful of them.
I'm talking about only a handful, and literally a handful.
Yeah.
And people in the chat might not understand what you mean. Hey, listen.
take a 5-yard route and turn it to an 80-yard spectacular.
Man, every time you mess around and take a bad angle, mess around and miss a
Yep.
tackle. There's some
Ocho.
receivers that make coaching job easy.
You're right. Check this out,
Exactly.
Ocho. There was another hire over the
Yeah.
weekend. Pete Carroll was hired as head coach of the Raiders. Pete Carroll and the Raiders have reached an agreement on a 3-year deal with a team option for a 4th. When the regular season starts, Carroll will become the oldest person to ever serve as head coach in the NFL. He turned 74 in September. The previous record was held by Romeo Crennel, who was 73 when he served as interim head coach of the Houston Texans. Ocho, do you like this move?
I mean, it's Pete Carroll. I like Pete Carroll. Pete's resume, it speaks for itself. What he's done. He's a Super Bowl winning head coach. Again, when I look at what he has to work with over in Las Vegas, I'm not sure why he would want to. Maybe he knows something we don't know. Maybe he knows some. He has something cooking.
It's one of 32.
Huh?
What you talking about? What he want? Ain't but 32 of those
Oh yeah,
jobs.
I know, but still, I mean, just going to take a job, knowing that your lease is going to be short, knowing that you don't have the most
okay.
important position on your team, on that team that matters to be able to compete and contend. And that, do you know what conference division he's in?
Yes,
Huh?
AFC
West. Broncos,
Kansas
Chargers,
City, Chargers. Yeah,
Chiefs.
all of them got quarterbacks. Everybody got quarterbacks for the next
who?
decade. The Raiders.
Exactly. So I'm
But
not
here's
sure
the
that he
thing.
got to be thinking about something. He must be cooking up something with Mark Davis. I don't know what it may be.
Ocho, let me ask you this. And Chad, y'all can help me. You'll understand. You 70 years old. This 32-year-old thing, she nice, got long hair. She got skin.
Yeah.
Built stacked like dirty laundry in a
Come
dorm
on
room.
now.
Hair down her back. And when she steps, she'll stepper. Y'all know what I'm talking about. She'll stepper. Y'all gonna see her. She gonna have on YSL. She'll have on Tom Ford. She'll have on them blood bottoms. Everything is immaculate. And she's interested in you. You taking that. Pete Carroll about to be 74. How many jobs you think he gonna get in the NFL at the age of 74?
I like where you're going with it. I like it. Listen, when you put it like that, when you give me that kind of analogy, I like where you're going with it. But everything you just said, you talk about Tom Ford,
Yes.
all, the nice shoes, and she's a stepper. Well, everything you just described in that woman ain't the goddamn Las Vegas Raiders. It don't go together. Now the Las Vegas Raiders is the one where your homeboy say, "Hey boy, hey Sharp, I need you to take one for the team tonight now." So,
no,
you hear me?
never.
The one I got, she's a 10 now. Her friend, she say she had to bring her friend with her. Now her friend is only a 6.
Yeah.
But you with it.
No,
you gonna take one for
10
now
don't.
that
Yeah,
the
she was
Las
2 out of
Vegas
2.
Raiders. What you just explained is like getting ready to be the head coach for the Chiefs or something.
But you have to understand though, Ocho, she's shown interest in you. She ain't got to have on nothing. She might come out the house with Crocs. She might come out the house with that bonnet on. But she's 32.
Yeah, Curry.
Hold on.
Yeah. 32 Curry. Hold on. Let me get my visuals together now. How tall we talking?
She's somewhere between 5'7" and 5'9".
I'm gonna do you one better. Because we both tall. Let's just make a 5'9", 5'10". So when she put some heels on, we call her Amazon.
32, got a nice job. She makes 6 figures, low 6 figures. When you see her out, she ain't got nothing on her. She carrying Louis all the time. She got her own crib, got her own car.
Yeah, you got to be careful now, because everything you describe right now as a woman, she talk back.
That's okay. I listen to her. She talk, I listen. Hey, I don't know what you talking about, Ocho. Hey, I'm about to be 57. Man, I ain't finna do all that. I'm past that stage, Ocho, where I got to wear the pants, and it's got to be my way. Oh, no. She talked back. Yeah, you know what? You right. I didn't want to go over there. Why didn't you tell me this yesterday?
I like it. Listen, I understand where you're at. Listen, you're in a different phase in your life where you have to understand. You don't have to fight every
It's
battle.
not like he Ben Johnson. See, yeah, Tom Brady wanted Ben
Right.
Johnson. Ben Johnson ain't got no quarterback. Yeah, ideally, would I like to be in the same division? No, but I got a quarterback over here. I got skill position
Oh,
players
yeah.
over here. I got a lot of cap space, and I can build. Guess what? I got a quarterback on a rookie contract, so I can put some pieces
Yeah.
around him.
You got a little time. You got about 2 more years.
Got 2 more
2
years.
years.
So with that being said, Ocho, but Pete being 70, about to be 74, think about it. In the history of the game, there's only one other coach. Romeo was 73, and he was interim.
Mhm.
Wasn't head. He wasn't, that wasn't somebody
Right.
hired him and gave him the job. He just took over.
Mhm.
So for me, for Pete, it's a no-brainer. Now, Pete can build a team. We saw what he did with Seattle, but Russ came to him in the 3rd round. I think Russ was a 3rd-round draft pick, and we saw what happened. They had a great defense. They built that thing. They had B-Wags. They had Sherm. They had Chancellor. They had Earl. They had Malcolm Smith. They had Bennett. They had Cliff Averill. They had Red.
Mhm.
They had a
Big
squad.
time.
Russ come in. Remember now, they assigned Matt Flynn in free agency from Green Bay. He was expected. They gave him $10 million guaranteed, had a $30 million contract, $10 million signing bonus, and he never touched the field. Russ beat him out in camp.
Crazy how that worked.
Hey, and maybe he can strike lightning. But see, the thing is, Ocho, he understands. He's been a head coach at a lot of different stops. He's head coach at the Jets. He's head coach at the Patriots, head coach at Seattle, head coach here, head coach at USC. And if you look at what he did, USC was not winning before Pete got there. He put USC back on the map. Now, you're not old enough to remember when USC had that juggernaut late 60s and through the 70s. They were hell. They were loaded. Yes. I mean, you got to think about it. They had Charles White and Marcus Allen. Ronnie Lott, Dennis Smith, Joey Browner, Ross, all those guys. So they were really Lynn Kane, all those guys within that backfield. They were really good. Munoz,
Yeah.
I think Don Mosbar was on that team. They were loaded. But Pete knows how to build a team. But at the end of the day, if you look at the teams, when he's had his most success, he's not a quarterback.
Always. It matters.
And without him, so Russ and Pete, Russ, Pete reunite in Oakland. I mean, in Vegas.
Him and Russ.
Russell Wilson.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I like what you're thinking. That's a possibility. I'm not sure. I am not sure. Damn, that's a good one. A quarterback that you're familiar with, a quarterback that you won a Super Bowl with, but there were some issues internally. Are you sure you want to go back to that?
Pete, like, nah, bro. Pete was like, I see diminishing skills. Nah, bro, I ain't really trying to give you 200 plus. Russ say, bro, and hey, spin the block.
Yeah.
Sometimes the thing be so bad, Ocho, you ain't got a choice but to spin the block.
Yeah.
I don't. That ain't what I said I would do.
But sometimes that's what you have to do.
Hey, half your age plus 7 minus 3. So that's why I come forward. That's my box.
Yes, sir.
I stay right here, Ocho. I ain't going outside of it. Side to side, right here. But I ain't going outside that box. Okay, maybe.
Hey, depending on who it is, maybe.
You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, Ocho. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's sometimes, hey. Your boy ain't 27, ain't 37 no more.
It's different. It's different. Listen, you know what's good? You know what's good about us? Is really understanding and realizing we're not the same.
Yes.
We're not the same as we were.
No.
We understand what we're capable of doing at our age now. The things we did
Yes.
in our teens and 20s and 30s, man, we ain't pulling that. We not pulling that shit off at this.
No. I ain't look. I ain't finna grab no 25-year-old like I could when I was 32, 33. I already know that. Right now, Ocho, I'm a when I can,
Right.
not when I want to. You see what I'm saying, Ocho? I'm a when I can, not when I want to. Understand that, chat? Understand? Stay with me now. Stay with me. There's a difference between the
Hey,
two.
you know what you got? You got self-awareness.
Of course.
Self-awareness is so important, but it's lacking in so many of our men today. It's lacking in so many of our men. Still trying to
Yeah.
think you can keep up and do some of the things you did when you were young.
No. I'm who I am. About to be 6 months, 57. Now I don't look it. I'm in shape. You know, I eat my veggies and do my abs. But hey, at the end of the day, they hit that
Yeah.
Google. Damn, Unc 57. Yeah, Unc 57. Hey, Ocho, you know, sometimes you have to catch a straggler coming out the supermarket. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I'm leaning on the
hey,
wall, Ocho.
listen.
I'm leaning
Hey,
on the wall, waiting on one
you
of them
know
to come
what?
out.
Hey, it's a ninth inning. It's a ninth inning. It's 2 strikes and 3 balls. What you gonna do now? Fourth quarter, 2 minute drive.
Hey, you sit in your car for a little while, watch it go in and out. Okay. Hey, Ocho, she look as desperate as I am. You desperate, I'm desperate. Hey, let's make this happen. What the hell you talking about?
It's so funny the way you telling it, and I'm visualizing it and actually lived it just like that.
Yes.
Just like that. Oh,
Yeah, like my homeboy told this one chick, Ocho, he say, I'm ugly, you ugly, let's go home and screw our ugly self to death. I ain't ugly. You a mofo lie. I'm ugly too, though. Hey, don't look like you can get anybody. I damn sure
Right.
can't. What we waiting on?
Hey,
Here, go on and get there and get some Honey Crisp apples. And get some peanut butter out that
get it
machine
out the way.
and some
Get it
water.
out the way.
And come on, hey, I see you right here in 15. Yeah, I see you right here in 15. I ain't going nowhere, but
Oh man, that's classic.
oh, you funny. Do it look like I'm laughing at you?
Good memories, boy.
I see the way you dress. You coming out the house dressed like this here? Ain't nobody see. Nah, you wasn't expecting to see nobody. Cause anytime a woman expect to see somebody, you best believe she gonna be late.
She's gonna be right now.
She ain't finna run the risk. She gonna have her face together, and she ain't finna come out there looking like who did it and what for.
Every time.
What?
Oh man, that's classic.
Ocho, check
Yo.
this out. We're about to do a toss to Rail Show on Netflix. Let's take a chat. Take a look at this.
I got somebody I grew up with.
God damn, Ocho, she just got here. I've been sitting here like the fifth wheel for 30 minutes. You ain't say that to me all night.
I got somebody I hook you up with. Good dude.
Where my man? Who is
I have to find something to do while I'm here. Not something to do or someone to do. Something.
He's not here. He's busy.
Okay.
But it'd be perfect because he ain't gonna be all in your space.
What's his
Love
name?
that.
Shannon.
Shannon Sharpe? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you got it.
come on.
You know who Shannon Sharpe is?
No.
Shannon Sharpe, he's a well-known, retired
Well-known.
NFL.
Yeah.
ESPN. He got a lot of
All
rules.
right. You know,
He's
tell me
gotta
one
just
rule.
interview-
Let me see if I'm about this slide.
One rule: when you use the bathroom, you have to go downstairs.
Yeah.
Lord.
Okay. I plugged you in like a Dyson vacuum.
You ain't plugged in. Why you had to bring that up? You could have brought that up a little later.
Hard.
The part about he got a lot of rules. You ain't have to mention no rules.
No, see, you don't want to lie to him at the beginning. That's the one thing you want.
That's exactly what I want to do in the beginning.
You want to set a precedent early so you don't waste your time.
No, I was gonna break. Let me spring that on them after we at the table. So what are some of your biggest pet peeves? I don't like someone being late, burping or passing gas. That's how you break that in. Ocho, damn, you done ruined.
I ain't ruined the mood. I only told her she's still interested. Did she call you?
No.
No? Well, shit, I probably gave her the wrong number. You changed your number?
Yeah, because what happened was you done gave her the rules.
Hey,
She probably drank milk, eat cheese, eat all them vegetables, just be blowing it up.
sometimes you got to sacrifice if you want something. You know that, huh? Listen,
Oh no.
sometimes you have to compromise if it's something that you really want. You can't always, if you have a set of rules, and obviously sometimes it's something that you like, it's in the Bible. Sometimes you have to sacrifice and compromise if it's something that you're actually interested in.
I can't do that. I can't do that,
Okay,
Ocho.
you don't like it like that.
But that's always been my thing. So it's not something new. It's not. I mean, it's for the first time that probably people that I've said it publicly. But if you've been around me, all my teammates, bro, nah, hell no. But hey, it is what it is. Hey, I appreciate you looking out for your
I'm
boy.
gonna always do that. I'm gonna always make sure you're good because at that time when we were filming, I didn't like the space you were in. I didn't like not really having someone. Obviously, this was before the Michelle debacle, and that it was when I was trying to plug and find people that you can date, and they could fill that void in that space, and then and I think I failed to this point because I haven't I don't really get in your
If I'd have went on that balloon where they popped the balloon, she'd have popped the balloon.
Okay.
Wow.
Hey, hold on. I'm glad you just mentioned that. I should do a 20 versus 1, huh? What you think? You know where they pop the balloons?
No.
No, you don't think so?
Man, Real will pop your skull. Man, hey, look at don't play with Real. Like Real ain't one to play with like that, Ocho. You can joke about a lot of things. Look, you know Real better than me, but the way I've been around Real don't play like that. You don't play like that. See, Real more like values, kind of like me. She old school. She's from Alabama. She ain't from New York. She ain't from Cali and stuff like that. Rail got Southern rules, Southern upbringing, and some stuff ain't gonna jive with her.
Yeah, they on real head right now, boy.
But what?
She's seen and viewed as the mean girl. She's viewed and seen as the villain. And I told her, name you one person in history. Name you one person that made history.
Well, hey, everybody can't be the hero.
No, you can't. Sometimes what I always say about embracing being the villain in what you do. Always.
Yes.
I can name, I'm gonna give you some examples. I'm gonna give you one example.
What's that?
Housewives of Atlanta. Even if you don't watch the show.
Yeah, because I know most of them.
I don't watch the show. I can tell you who the villain is, and I can tell you who make the most money from the show. Miss Nene. Huh?
Yeah.
Come on now. Mm-hmm. People are tuning in for they ain't tuning in for kumbaya moments. Shit, kumbaya moments to get you fired. You won't have no goddamn show.
Exactly.
Listen, you know what? I'm gonna leave it at that.
Y'all make sure y'all go check it out. Let me know what y'all think. I want you guys to watch it and come back and let me know if they portraying Rail in the right light.
Yeah.
Make sure you go watch Wags to Riches on Netflix. It's out now. Wags to Riches. But Ocho, you ain't do your boy no favor.
I did you a great favor. I did.
You ain't do it. Chad, do y'all think Ocho did me a favor? Bro, you got to go slow.
The fact that how you talk about I didn't do you a favor, the fact that I even mentioned you, period, is a favor.
Ocho, if you're gonna mention me and say, hey, he got all these rules, he got
I didn't say that. I said the only issue that you might have is that he has rules. Now everyone has a set of rules. Everyone has boundaries. Everyone has things they're non-negotiables. I thought it was important for me to let her know about just one rule, and she was okay with that. So that means your foot is in the door already. Your foot is in the door already. See, she's gonna compromise. She don't have a choice.
No, he do me no favor.
When you say Shannon Sharpe, certain things go out the window. Certain boundaries go out the window. Certain things that you wouldn't tolerate from somebody else, they'll tolerate from you.
Let me tell you how I would do it. I say, hey, man, I got this partner.
Talk to me.
I said, man, he played in the
Yeah.
NFL, had a great
Hold on,
career.
Hey, wait. You got to say I'm shy.
Probably
Say I'm shy.
he about 6 foot tall. He still work out.
6'3".
Hard working. I said,
He's cool.
funny, great sense of humor. Now, if you want to laugh, he's
That's
the guy.
me.
He's the guy. I mean, he got great personality. He loves to do. He fly off the cuff. Whatever you like to do. You want to go bungee jumping? He right there. You want to go go-karting? He right there. You want to go horseback riding? There's nothing that you could possibly want to do that he'll say no to. He's that kind of outgoing, fun-loving guy. He's the guy that whatever your adventures are, he's right there with it. See, that's what I'm going to do. I say, now, hey, you want something that the thing I know about it, he loves hard.
Yeah.
I say he loves hard. There is nothing that he wouldn't do for you. Once y'all get to that point where he like, okay, we gonna do this, he all in.
All in. If you want the sun, I go get that bitch.
That's what I'm saying. So now I'm gonna say, I just got one thing. I said, look, that's my boy. I say, we ain't brothers. I said, but we close. The only difference is we ain't got the same blood. All I ask is this. All I'm gonna ask you is this. If my boy fall, will you catch him? See what I did for you? That's what I did for you.
Hey, that deserves an Emmy right there, boy. Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
You see, that's all you had to do, Ocho.
You got me hyped right there, boy. But listen, I couldn't do the presentation like that. I couldn't do it in that manner, obviously, because we on camera, they filming it.
Yeah, I got you.
I was supposed to stick to a certain, you know what, and I went off, the script and what we were supposed to be talking about just to plug you in.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. There's a new article from Seth Wickersham and Dan Van Natta. He says Snyder effing hates the Commander's success and is in denial, sad and devastated. Snyder's outlook has evolved. There's still anger, and he remains in denial about what led to his ouster, said one person close to his inner circle. But there is also something else, sadness for himself. That person said it's killing him, it's devastating for him.
Listen, most of the time, it's more so the younger folk, right? When you and your ex break up, a lot of people like to say, oh, I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you're doing well. Goddamn no. You want to wish the worst. I don't want nothing good to happen with you if it ain't with me. Yeah. Some people are like that. And that's how Dan Snyder's feeling right now. What did you expect to happen? You had ample time to do right. You had ample time to do right by Commanders fans. You had ample time to do right by your franchise because it starts at the top. It starts with you. You had time to do it. The fact that your franchise turned around in less than a year after you were gone says all you need to know. And there's another place that I'm not going to mention that's also going to turn around as soon as someone is out the way. But that's neither here nor there. We're not talking about them no more. But I'm just telling you, this is what happens when someone is removed. That doesn't mean well for a team and a franchise, and an entity in the business of the magnitude of that of the Commanders.
Because sometimes, Ocho, a person can say, I'd rather you be sad with me than happy somewhere else. The possibility or the thought that you might be happy is enough to crush me. So no, stay here and be miserable with me because I don't want you to find happiness. I don't want you to find success. Because if you find that, that means there had to be something wrong with me. Because he said, but I don't believe you find success. I believe you create it. You create success. You create happiness. Now, you can be in a situation that's chaotic that doesn't allow you. You're so focused on all the auxiliary stuff that's going on around you that you don't get an opportunity to focus. But that's not how I am. Yes, It would crush me. But I'd rather you be happy elsewhere than another day miserable here with
Man,
me.
that's a good one. Boy. I like that.
I'm just not built like I don't want somebody to be where they're not wanted. Well, I'm not wanted. Because Ocho, the saddest place, see, people think that being alone is sad. The saddest place, the loneliest place is being someplace you're not wanted. That's when you're the most lonely.
You know what? They take advantage of you too, Unc.
Yes.
I've always been like that. Now I've been very good at it. I've been very good at it. If I'm anywhere, if I'm anywhere, I don't give a excuse. I almost curse just to let you know how much I mean and to add emphasis on what I'm getting ready to say. If I'm ever anywhere and you don't want me, you hear me? And you don't want me, all you have to do is show me signs. All you have to do is show me signs, you know? Now, some people aren't in a position to be able to maneuver like that because everything is energized and geared towards that individual. That's why I say, fellas, the more you got going on, the easier it is when things happen to change. The more you got going on, normally, when you're young, everything is about just your woman. That's it. Everything is geared towards that young lady, whoever it is you're dealing or seeing. I think that's why it hurts so bad. I think that's why men are hurt so bad when things don't go well with the individuals that they're talking to. Because everything, your whole focal point is on just that. Okay, you might work. Okay, you might go to school. But outside of that, your whole world and everything you got going on revolves around that individual.
Yeah. Yeah. Once you stop celebrating me and start tolerating me, look, just tell me. It's okay. Yeah, it's gonna break my heart. I'm not gonna lie.
Tell me,
because I do care.
You ain't even got to tell me. Matter of fact, your actions will show me.
Yeah.
Your actions.
Well, I definitely see better than I hear. But Ocho, a lot of times people have a hard time saying that because everybody say, "Oh, I can just." Nah, it's a lot harder than it seems. It's easy to say that now because there are some things that person does that you really like and what drew you to the said individual. But man, it's a situation, bro. Like, God Almighty, what?
Hey, Titus, what's up, twin?
Hey, come on this side. Come on this side. Come on. Okay. Come on. Okay. Yes.
Hey, what's up, Titus? What up, twin?
All right. It's time for you to go to bed. Go to bed. Hey, come on. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Shelly just got home and let him out. And I knew he was gonna run straight down here. That's why I had him locked up. But yeah, it's tough, Ocho. Everybody says, "Oh, it's not easy," especially when you've been someone with a significant amount of time. There's natural attachment. There's things that you really like about this person. I don't matter how long there's still things about that person that you don't like everything about a person. Anybody that tell you that's not true because nobody has all the qualities that you want or you like. You just hope they have enough of the ones that you can't do without, and some of the ones that they don't have, you're really to overlook.
Oh yeah.
But man, hey, to be somewhere that you're not wanted, and then it's always, no matter what you do, it's not good enough. It seems like the least thing.
Get on in there.
Like
it turned them off. Matter of fact, all the things she fell in love with, all the things that she enjoyed when you first met, all the places you like to dine at, all the places, all the little things, all the cuddling, all the fun stuff. Once the dopamine wears off, the honeymoon phase is gone. Everything has now become routine. Man, listen, what?
Ocho, that's another reason why a lot of athletes because see, here's the thing. When you making that money, a lot of times they'll tolerate you. You going out hanging with the boys coming in at 3 or 4, that ain't a problem. Cause you giving a 10, 15 grand a month. You got this big old house. Okay, Ocho, you passing gas. You know what I noticed? Gas don't smell nearly as bad as you making $5-6 million a year as opposed to you making $100,000 a year. You notice that, Ocho? I'm just saying. I'm gonna keep it. We gonna be honest. We
Yeah,
gonna have an honest conversation
Talk your
tonight.
talk now. Come on, preacher.
If you go back and look at women, all the things that like he doing all this, he did it when he was in the league, when he's in the NBA, he's in the NFL, he's in the MLB. He did all those things. The only difference, he ain't making 10, 15, 20 million dollars a year. Now all of a sudden, you can't go get Birkins like you once could. You can't get LV. You can't get Dior. You can't get Chanel. Now it's a problem.
But listen.
It was never a problem him coming in and he told you, well, I was with the boys. He came in at 4 o'clock or he came in the next morning. You ain't have a problem with it. The moment he leave the NFL, the moment he leave the professional realm, he get on my nerves.
Mm.
He never got on your nerves before.
It's different.
I need you around more, Ocho. Because think about it, when we play sports, Ocho, we gone. We leave the house at what 8:30 in the morning. We don't get back to 5. Now all of a sudden, I want you to. You always gone. Now I'm home. I wish you find something to do. What?
Which one you want?
I worked for 14 years not to do it. Listen, I'm sorry that most people don't get to retire at 35. I did. Oh well.
The more money you have, you know, the more money you have, the longer your leash.
The more they'll tolerate bullshit.
The more money you have, the longer the leash. You know, and then obviously, and sometimes you get in a certain tax bracket. Sometimes you get in a certain tax bracket where your leash is in, what's the word I'm looking for? Not inevitable. Infinite. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, as long as for perpetuity, it's infinity.
Infinite. And then you know what I was also thinking about? I was also thinking about some of the wealthiest men in the world, right? And you think money's an issue just based on the situation we talk about right now. This is the great analogy. I think about the billionaires, you know, and how they have not succeeded. And by at times I think, well, hell, if they couldn't do it, what goddamn chance do I have? And they have it all. They're able to give all, you know, to solve all problems, you know, especially from a financial standpoint. And I'm assuming they're there emotionally as well. All had divorces. Jeff Bezos, Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
there are a few more billionaires. I don't have to list.
But see, here's the thing, Ocho. The mistake people make is that they think money absolves them of problems. No, you just have means to help maybe solve some of them.
Yeah.
But it doesn't absolve you. It doesn't, man. If I had, you still have the same problems. Your girl or your wife or whatever transpire, you're gonna have issues with your kids. Everybody's kids not perfect. As much as we want all our kids to grow up and be respectful and be mannerable and don't run afoul with the law and go to college and be out, it doesn't happen like that. All money does is that give you an opportunity that you could, I got means in which I can probably try to solve some of this, but it doesn't guarantee
it masks everything for a little bit.
It does.
Hey, hold on.
And so, because I've seen it, Ocho. I've seen some of my teammates, and I've seen guys that do things, and it wasn't a problem when they was in the league.
Matter of fact, here we go. Think about this. Listen to me. Brad Pitt, Johnny Depp, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Dr. Dre, Ryan Reynolds, Tom Brady, Lance Armstrong, Alex Rodriguez, Shannon Tatum, Chris Rock, Ben Affleck, Liam Hemsworth, Ben Stiller, Orlando Bloom, Tiger Woods, Sean Penn, Sylvester Stallone, Paul McCartney, Brian Felipe, Jason Momoa, and I already said Michael Jordan. We talk about the cream of the crop. When it comes to financial earning status, couldn't keep a woman happy. And the women, all of their women initiated divorce. And so I sat back, I was looking over something, I was reading something earlier today, you know, and I understand that, you know, Real and R, we had our beef, we had our arguments, we had our disagreements and misunderstandings, right? You know, and I thought to it, and I came across this. I'm like, well, goddamn, if they couldn't get it right, you know, and they have almost everything, they have the resources, the wisdom, and all their wives left them, and these ain't just anybody. We talk about Tom Brady. How do you leave Tom Brady? How do you leave Michael Jordan? How do you leave Tiger Woods? I mean, I understand there were things that happened publicly, and you know, some things that didn't happen publicly, you know, with others that were left. Or Jeff Bezos. We talk about you left Mr. Amazon?
Hell, didn't Bill Gates get a divorce?
I mentioned Bill. I said Bill.
Yeah, I think Melinda Gates. I think him and Melinda separated.
What the hell is going on? If they couldn't do it, what the F makes me think even I have a chance?
But that's what I'm saying, Ocho. When I get married, that's what I'm saying. I wait a long time. I'm gonna do it once. Now, what's gonna happen? Hey, you go ahead up there. I'm gonna go out into the guest bedroom, but ain't nobody going nowhere.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I like it.
Whatever issue we got, we can solve it.
I like that. I like what you just said. Now that's something that I've always been. Anytime there was a problem, I was always able to find a solution. I was always the problem solver. I always have been. Now at times I know my personality is all about fun. It's about joking. It's about laughing. You know, just being happy. But there's also a serious side. You know, there's a serious side because when I mess up, when I get in trouble, I ain't got no choice but to straighten up and be somebody that I'm not.
But here's the problem. Here's the thing. You can only solve a problem if the other person wants it solved.
1 + 1 got to equal 2. It got to.
If I don't want it solved, I don't care what you do. I don't care what you say. So if it takes two, they say it takes two to tango. Okay.
Yes, it does. I like the tango too.
So.
Hey, that's my dance. Hey, listen, it's a good thing I'm dancing. I can tell you that, huh? It's a good thing.
You happy? I mean, there was a time I thought I was gonna have to come do an intervention. I thought I was gonna have to do an intervention.
You was gonna have to. You was gonna have to.
Yeah.
I could be honest with you, and I could listen. We family. I could be honest with you. It got to a point, and I could be honest, where it felt I was. To me, let me say that first. To me, I felt I was doing enough in pursuing and trying to fix things in a way, and that individual wasn't moving fast enough for me. Right. You ain't moving fast enough for me, and me not realizing, hold on now. You messed up. So you can't put something on somebody else's time. So I was trying to speed up the process now, what you doing, and then I started pulling back.
Yes.
And like, you know what? I got to a point, it was almost like, man, fuck this shit, man. And I'm like, I put my pride and ego aside and say, okay, you know what? Let me make it right. But then it got to a point, man, fuck this shit, man. I'm Ocho. What am I doing?
Ocho, it's like somebody step on your foot. Man, that ain't even hurt. Bro, you stepped on my foot. How the hell you gonna tell me how much pain I'm in? Or how long I should grieve? If I've wronged you, it's like you tell me I've wronged you, Ocho, I apologize. I'm gonna apologize. I'm not gonna say because a lot of times people say, well, if I offended you, if I upset you. Well, clearly you told me that I upset you. So I don't need to say if, because you've already told me. If you say I've done something wrong, you told me. I'm sorry. Yeah. Boom. But it's tough. Yeah. It's like I said, it's tough when you want something. Ocho, but here's the thing: what we're used to, you have to realize. See, as an athlete, you could control the outcome. If I do this, and this,
I'm gonna get that.
I'm gonna get this result. I put the work in. Boom, instantaneous. Because I can see what I did in the course of the off season and go back and try that in mini camp and training camp, and boom, happened just like that.
And that was the issue. That was my issue. I'm like, well, goddamn, listen, I'm doing A, B, and C. Now I'm expecting D, E, and F, and I ain't getting D, E, and F fast enough.
Exactly. Ocho, Sheduer Sanders commented on his dad's involvement in his life and his career. Let's take a look at what he had to say.
I ain't know your parents, being involved in wanting the best for you is a problem. Right. I think as parents, each and every one would want the best for their kids. So the fact that he has the opportunity to do that for me and he has the best quarterback in the country, he's supposed to do that.
Yeah, talk your talk, boy.
I like it.
Talk your talk.
But you see how they do. You see how they do us, Ocho. You see how they do.
Yeah.
Now they kill us if we create homes and you're not
Right.
there. Time has created a situation. Even as he divorced their mom, the kid's mom, he was always hands on. He never stopped being dad first and foremost. He prioritized everything around his kid's schedule. Hey, I used to call it, hey man, I got to go pick up the kids. I got to go to practice. Even when the hall, everything was around the kids.
Yeah.
He's always been in his kid's life. We should applaud that. We should commend him. But that's not what we do. Oh man, he tried to run the kid. How? You do realize who his dad is? He ain't got to live his life through his kids. That's time. He's arguably one of the 2 or 3 greatest athletes to ever live.
Yeah.
He ain't got to live his life through Sheduer. I tell you what he does though. He wants the absolute best for Sheduer, and he's gonna do everything he possibly can, like we all do, to put our kids in situations where they can succeed.
Yeah. And
when we got money, Ocho, if our kids can't get a scholarship, what we do? We pay for them to go to school. We put them in the best situation because we've been afforded an opportunity, the means to be able to do that, because we won't. Who in the hell want worse for their kids than what they had? I'm confused.
Yeah,
and I'm glad Sheduer said it. I'm glad he said that. I didn't know that was a problem. That your parents in your life and they want what's best for you.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem, but obviously, the media has to come up with some type of narrative. They have to come up with something because they don't do it for any other quarterbacks.
No.
Hey, hold on.
So
Did they do it for Peyton Manning? Did they say anything about Eli?
Eli.
Did they say anything about Archie being around? Come on now. They didn't do that to them, And I'm just saying in general, it's the only example I can think of, especially at the quarterback position, that's as prominent and more of a public figure similar to that of Deion Sanders and Sheduer. That's the only example I can think of. But they didn't do that to them, But
I mean, what LeVar was able to do for his boys. I laugh at LeVar because he was funny, because he used to come on us all the time. But he sincerely cared about those boys. You talk about a man that's married, that had been married 30 plus years, married his college sweetheart. I remember him telling the story like, hey, I said, man, how you know, I think her name is Tina. Teddy, Teddy, come here. Come here. Oh, well, haul ass did.
You took off?
Teddy came here, looked around, and said, y'all ain't got nothing going on. I said, LeVar, I said, Var, how you know Tina was the one? He's like, I ain't know. He said, I ain't know what I was gonna do. And but I said, I want to do it with you.
Oh, I like that.
Here, come on, get up here. Come on, get up here. Why Shelly ain't put you in the bed? Bro, why Shelly ain't put you in the bed? Why Shelly ain't put you in the bed? You're supposed to be in the bed. No, it's actually, you got 15 more minutes. You got 15 more minutes, bro. And then you got to go to bed, okay? 15 more minutes. What is Joker here? Come on, let's go. Come on. Hold on, Joker. Go ahead. Come on, let's go.
Chat. I forgot what I was talking about, chat. Chat, who y'all got tomorrow? Huh? Eagles, Commanders? Talk to me. Eagles, Commanders. You really, honestly, you really can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. I know we have some Eagles fans in the chat. I know we have some Commanders fans. Eagles, I love my Eagles. I love my Eagles. I'm in Philly every Tuesday, so you know how I feel about the Eagles. Commanders fans, it's been a very long time. I think 33 years since you've been in the NFC Championship. I think my numbers might be right, might be off a little bit, but you got to be feeling good about tomorrow. You have to be feeling good just based on the product that's been on the field and what Jaden Daniels has been able to display for you guys for this season, and not having adequate quarterback play or consistent quarterback play, of this manner. You finally have a quarterback that gives you hope again, similar to what RG3 did, when he came in and he played as well. So I'm excited for that game tomorrow. But for me, The Bills and Chiefs? That's going to be a good one. That's going to be a good one. The Bills can't beat themselves. The Bills cannot beat themselves, you know, because I don't think Mahomes is going to make any mistakes. I think Josh Allen has to play the exact same way. Josh Allen has to play the exact same way. We call him Superman sometimes based on some of the things that he's able to do. He has to put on that cape tomorrow and not turn the ball over. You got to beat Mahomes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ocho, I'm going to disagree with you. I don't believe he has to be Superman. Huh?
You going to disagree with me?
Yeah, because I don't think he has to be Superman. I just think he can be, as long as he don't turn the ball over. Because look at him, he wasn't Superman last week.
No, he didn't even have that good of a game.
No, he threw for 127 yards.
Yeah.
But what didn't he do?
He didn't turn the ball over. And that's what I said too, right before when you sat down. I said, well, I would like him to be Superman and take the game over. If they put the ball in his hands, I need you to do everything. I need you to run it. I need you to throw it. But I need you not to turn the ball over. Because not only you're gonna pay double for it, not only, especially with the Chiefs, they getting some points out of something. Whether it be 7 or whether it be 3, they gonna get something. Like Denzel say, we leaving with something.
Get to the fourth quarter. Josh Allen, get us to the fourth quarter.
Right.
With a chance to win the game. That's all I need. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. That's all I need. Don't let it be with 5 minutes and the Chiefs up 14. They up 10. Hey, one possession. That's all he needs. And then trust him. Because anything third and short, fourth and short, he got the legs to get you out of harm's way. But if you turn the ball over, you get that crowd. Let's keep the crowd at bay for as long as we possibly can, Joe. Let's keep that crowd in Kansas City. Now, that's the loudest stadium. They're going to be 80,000 and they're going to be in red. Keep them at bay.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the fan?
So who you got? Who you got tomorrow?
Man, I can't pick Buffalo because they beat my team.
Oh, so you would.
You beat my team, I'm picking against you. They beat both of my teams.
Oh, okay. Well, who?
But I do think, but look, my head say Kansas City, my heart say Buffalo. Buffalo beat both of my teams, so I guess I'm supposed to pick Buffalo. But it's just hard to pick against my homeboy.
Yeah. He's
been there. He's done that. And because think about Ocho, they've gone 8 consecutive games, 0 turnovers. That's an NFL record.
Thing.
You look at when they lost to when they lost to Cincinnati.
Right. Yeah.
And Buffalo capitalized on them.
8 games.
It's going to be hard to beat them. It's going to be hard for Buffalo to beat them if they don't turn the ball over. They've got to somehow coax Mahomes into turning the ball over. I'm going with Philly. In the first game. I think they played the first game. Philly in Washington.
Well, what time? What time the game?
3:00 game, Ash. I think 3 and 6.
Can't wait.
Yeah, 3 and 6. 3 and 6:30. So that means we're gonna probably be on around 8:30, almost 9 o'clock.
I can't wait.
Ocho, the Bills offensive tackle Deion Dawkins wants an Offensive Lineman of the Year award. Let's take a listen to what he had to say.
Thing for an individual that is a part of this league to be able to get an award for being great. And I'll circle back on, offensive linemen don't have awards for being great. There's not a Protector of the Year award. I'm knocking at so many doors now to get this award going. And I'm going to head spirit and make sure that this gets done before I'm done playing. Because there's so many greats. And if we have great quarterbacks, we have great running backs, we have rushing titles, we have quarterback passing titles, all those titles are reflections of the O linemen, which are the protectors. And soon to come, but yeah, I'm glad that our McDermott is up for an award.
I like it. And
You agree?
I wholeheartedly agree with him. It is because listen, the offensive lineman overlooked. The offensive lineman overlooked, especially those the blind side of the quarterback. If your quarterback on your team, let's say Penning Jr., your right tackle is your money man. I need him to be the best player on the field for me. You know, if your quarterback is right-handed, like Baker Mayfield, Worth, your left tackle. I think Worth is on the left side, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah, Worth is on the left side.
Yes.
Now, players like that, your Deion Dawkins, your Worths, your Lance Johnsons, your Penei Sewells, they deserve the accolades as such, you know, individual achievements for their play throughout the entirety of the season. Because if you look at some of the stats, what half of the people don't, especially unless you are a fan that is really embedded into the sport, you know, based on positions outside of receivers and DBs and quarterbacks and running backs, you know, these dudes are great. You know, these dudes are great. They are the foundation that keeps the quarterback not only upright, but allows a running game to be what it is.
I agree. Protector of the year, I like that. Jordan. Protector of the year, more times than not, is probably going to be old lineman of the year. Because they got it. They got like Lombardi's in college. They got the Remington Award, which is the top center. You know, the Outland Trophy or the Lombardi, you know, something like that. So offensive lineman in college can win an award, but he's right. I mean, you know, even though it's not specifically for the D lineman, but you can win Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
I don't know if the DBs have an award? Now DBs don't really have an award. They give the most tackles. Team, I think Zach Braun. No, the guy at Zaire Franklin. Indy. I think he led the league in tackles.
He's nice. Good.
So I agree. I agree with Doc. They definitely need to have an award for the offensive line. Show them some love. Give them some love.
Me and Doc, we work at the same gym when he's down here in Miami. It's called AK Fitness in Davie. Yeah. Hey, dude, big as hell, man.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
It's so when you're not around the game as much, you know, anymore, and you know you retired.
You forget how
and
big.
You kind of forget how big the damn linemen are until you see them in person. I'm like, golly, what the hell?
Ocho, Kyrie spoke about the end of the season comments, and he said, "What y'all heard at the end of the season is frustration. I've been winning my whole life. We got to put some pressure on mofos, and y'all got to fix this ish. Add some mofo dogs." Ocho, I get the frustration.
That's what I told you too. Remember?
What I don't get is not taking your ass back in the game in the fourth quarter.
That's part of the frustration. Huh? Now, see, you can't take how you would be frustrated and how you would react as opposed to letting how someone else would react to it. Now, that was the way he reacted to being frustrated about.
Can the Dolphins be frustrated and not see them that check?
Now, when you break it down like that, I understand what you're talking about.
I didn't want to know because guess what? I guarantee you he wasn't frustrated to know that direct deposit didn't hit that account on Monday or Tuesday. Right. So you know what, guys? Since I didn't go back into the game and my team was I quit on my team. Keep that. You know what? Keep that money.
Hey, that's funny. That's funny.
No. Hey, Ocho, think about how many times you've been frustrated in the game. They ain't throwing you no balls. You don't go say, man, y'all ain't throwing me the balls. I'm finna go and get up out of here.
Now, you do know a story now where I wouldn't get that motherfucker in a very, 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 very important game, and I was hot. Now, I got hot.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah. Hey, boy. I had the IV in me, and I'm frustrated.
Yeah, you snatched it out. Blood going everywhere.
You know? And I'm telling Hugh, Hugh, what are we doing? Not only does Carson go down, well, if Carson goes down, you have a viable option that makes your job still easy. You know, I can do anything. All you got to do is move me around. Don't allow this team to dictate to us what we want to do in a game of this magnitude and this important. Come on, man. What is we doing? Ain't nothing, ain't
No.
nobody over there can do nothing with me. I don't care who it is. I don't care nothing about how historic their franchise is and how many Super Bowls they got. Now, you know, my mentality was different. At that,
But even though you said that and you did that, you still went out there and played.
oh yeah. You know,
You didn't quit on
oh, no,
your
I don't
team.
play.
You didn't say, "Well, they're not throwing me the ball. Ain't no sense in me being out here."
Yeah. I don't play.
I mean,
Hey.
bro, they make it seem like we caught 5 passes every game that we participated in, Ocho.
See, I'm different. I mean, mentally, I was different mentally. Once I clock in, I ain't clocking out till that motherfucking clock hit 0.
To the game over.
Whether it's going,
That's how it should
good
be.
or bad, it's different, you know. Now everybody handles their frustrations and what's going on differently. You know, I sympathize and empathize with Tyreek though. I understand where he's coming from. Do I agree with the way he handled it? Absolutely not. You can't do that, young bull. You can't do that. You got to be there for your team. First quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth. Now, if you have issues, when the clock hits 0, address those issues. As a matter of fact, the issues you might have, start all the way at the top. Go straight to the owner and then work your way down.
Right.
And finish it with the quarterback.
Ocho, it would have been easier to have this conversation. You finished that game. Now that's a conversation I have with McDaniel. That's a conversation I have with the general manager. And if it needs to, I go all the way upstairs. I mean, Ocho, how do you have a conversation with somebody when you quit on that team? When they needed you the most? You're not going nowhere. So hold on. When you was catching all them balls, you ain't quit. When you got an opportunity to get 2,000 yards, you was gung-ho.
Hey, I have a question. I don't know. Do you think he was injured? Do you think he was hurt a little bit? What do you think?
No.
I'm just asking. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Ocho, Tom Brady is looking to sell his Florida mansion.
Oh,
it happened to be down the street from that big one in Miami. That $35 million, the one he got all them big cranes like this, it's a downtown high
How
rise.
much you want? How much you want?
I mean, he put what is like $35 million. I think it's in billionaire. It's in billionaire bunker, billionaire row, isn't it? Where is it? Yeah. He's received bids over $150 million.
Damn, I was gonna try to get that bitch too, man.
Get with what?
Huh?
You ain't gonna even pay the light bill at that
Who ain't? Man, well, with this good credit,
$150 million?
I got good with this credit I got. Yeah, all right. Dang.
Man, you need Bezos credit to get that one.
Matter of fact, you know what? It don't matter how many bids he got. If I call Tom right now. You think he answer? If I call Tom and say, Tom,
what? Hang up on you? Ocho. Man, look here. Me personally, Ocho, I don't want no look. I think I might be willing to go to 10 for a crib. $100 million?
But listen, that's for a different type of person that's bringing in a different type of revenue. It's different. Now there are people. If you ever been to Star Island? I still don't understand.
Yes,
I don't understand.
Yes,
the people don't even live in Miami. They don't come here until the goddamn summer, for the winter. Yep. How you got a $38 million, $50 million house that you only come for 2 months out the year? What do you do?
Normally, they come down there during the winter.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They come here in the winter because where they live, it's cold. How you got a summer house for $50 million? And here I am.
Nah, bro.
I'm catching balls, getting my head. Pause.
Yeah. Getting hit. Wow. Wow, Ocho. Wow. Hey, chat. I'm gonna step back from this one. I'm gonna let him handle that one. Y'all go your head, Ocho.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna sit this
when I played football, I was catching the pigskin, getting hit, getting knocked over, scoring touchdowns. You know, I think when I played, the totality of my contract at that time was what, maybe $35 million, and you got a house that you only come see for 2 months for $50. I mean, that's neither here nor there. I'm happy with everything that I made, and I'm still blessed beyond measures, and I'm thankful for that. But what do you do? Sometimes I go around and look at the house on Star Island, you know, like what do you do?
Hey, I've been to a house that was like 80 million. I can't even imagine.
Let's stop there.
But you know what? Hey, I might hit him up because I got his number. Right. I might hit him up and ask him to let me hold that thing.
Yeah. Right. Hey, we could do the show. We could do a live show from there.
No, I'm done with the live shows. But anyway, you know what I'm saying, Ocho? I got something else in mind, though. Okay. I got a show in mind.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Man, hey, you hit a button, Ocho, and the whole wall disappear. About 3,000 square feet of wall just go into the floor.
Hey, that's a different kind of money.
And Ocho, and it got a fireplace that just wrap around. Probably like the fireplace, probably like 30, 40 feet. And they got those outdoor couches, those big old couches. Yeah. If you ever want to impress one, if she ain't impressed with that,
listen. They walking through the door of an $80 million house. Matter of fact, your clothes just fall off when you walk in. Your clothes just fall off when you walk in. That's a different level of, it's different. And you listen, you talk about an $80 million house or a $35 million house. You ever been to the boat show? You want to be angry and understand a mega. You've seen the price of a mega yacht.
I see it. Yeah.
And this is for people that have that kind of money.
All the owners. That's the new thing now, Ocho. The owners are getting them. Mr. Blank got one. Jerry has one. There's several owners that have purchased them. Obviously, Larry Ellison and Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates. All those guys got to about 300. This Russian got one like a little that's longer than a football field.
The funny thing about it is these mega yachts for them, that's their toys. Our toys, you know, Ferrari, Cullinan, BMW, old school, exotic cars.
They ain't no car. They don't do nothing with the car. Cars don't move them. Planes move them.
I mean, like they're
100 million, 200 million,
or private jets in mega yachts.
Yes.
Like it's a different dog. Yeah. It's a different level.
I don't fly enough. Would I love to have shares? I'd like to get like 100 hours or 150 hours in a jet. But to own it, nah.
Oh no.
And a yacht and a boat, BOAT, bust out another
year round.
Because you paying the crew even though it's docked. You paying for, you got to keep that salt water up off it. So you paying for maintenance, even though it's docked. Now
you have to have a different type of, you have to have multiple streams of high revenue when you're doing that plane.
Yeah.
But you know about the private jet cost.
I don't want to own one. I like the access. I like the access to be able to go, hey, we're going to leave it this time, Ocho. Hey, but I want X, Y, and Z on the plane. Mm-hmm. You know, had a little thing, Ashley was kicked back on the plane. Oh, you gonna ask, can we go on the plane? Well, so now you don't want to fly, Delta. You above Delta now. Delta is beneath you. Yes, you. But yeah, that's Tom like, nah, you know what? I want to see the kids, but I'm gonna move to a different side of the island.
That's crazy, man. Hey Brady, if I know you're gonna see this, the fact our relationship goes beyond anybody. Goes beyond anybody that's put a bid in for your house. If you want to sell it to somebody, come holler at your boy. Come holler at your boy.
No, don't holler at
yeah.
And no. You know what? That way I can, if I had my plane, I go to the bathroom on the plane then. Nah, I only want to do one thing on the airplane. And they got here in Vegas. They got a little run for $825, Ocho. You can become a member of the Mile High Club. They got a pilot. You saw it? I saw it
I heard about
advertised.
that.
Don't be
I
surprised.
heard about that.
Don't be surprised,
Hey,
Ocho.
hey.
You look up in the sky and you see legs. That's your boy. That's what I'm saying, Ocho. That's
Now that'd be great content right there. Now,
yeah.
that'd be great That'd be great content. Matter of fact,
Because I'm trying to figure out who fit in an airplane laboratory. I mean, every time I'm knocking paper towels off the wall, I mean, soap, water run. I'm like, ain't no way.
right.
But hey, it all depends how bad you want to make it work. How make
That's
it
all
work.
it come down to right there. Now, one of my favorite things, you know. Oh, when you say, listen, it take two people to tango, huh? I don't want to spar. I don't want to spar by myself. I don't want to shadow box. I want to spar with you. You hear me?
I mean, you can fit in there.
Yeah. Most definitely.
I mean, look at you, Ocho. Any man that can look through a keyhole with both eyes.
Come on, man.
Y'all in there? I know you fit.
You got to understand. You don't understand how big I've gotten. I'm not small no more, man. I'm rocked up right now. I'm sitting right. Hey, look at the size of my arm right now, man. Hey, chat, y'all see how big I done got? Let me tilt my camera down some so the chat can see. Titus, what's up?
Over here. I'm glad they didn't hear him in the thing. He was in the room barking. He said, man, look.
Hey, chat, look at the size of my arm, chat.
I see you, buddy. I see you.
Unc don't give me credit, man. I might be bigger than you right now, right? This thing look good. Hey, when I get in,
to go to bed, huh?
will we get flagged if I take my shirt off?
Nah.
Like I think the chat, they really.
I mean, if you take your shirt off, we go just blend into the background. We ain't gonna see it. This joker here.
Titus.
Hey, buddy.
What they do, twin? Titus.
Why don't you go in Shelly's room? Bother Shelly. So all she do is yell. All right, Ocho, it's time for our daily Dum Dum Award.
Who got it?
Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
Ocho, you got to listen to this baby mama who blocked her incoming child support payments. Chad, take a listen to this.
Take child support payments from him, do you?
Yes, he leaves
so
it there.
blocking on Venmo?
He should. That makes it so much easier on him to just Venmo me instead of going to the bank. He's doing everything the easiest that it can possibly be done for Chase, and he's done that the whole time we've been
Why
together.
would you not want it to be easy if he's going to send you money? Why would you not want that to be easy for him?
Because it takes one more thing off of Chase that he has to do.
You don't take child support.
Let that sink in. She said because it's easy, he should have to go to the bank and get the money and bring it, like basically bring it to her. As opposed, so when he Venmo her the money, she blocks the payments and then says, I ain't getting child support.
I don't understand. What's the point? I mean, what is she doing?
She says it's too easy for him to make child support payments by Venmoing her the money.
So she wants it to be a little bit more difficult on him to.
Yes.
Well, that makes absolutely no sense, honey. That makes absolutely no sense. I wonder what the ruling was in that case.
You can't block Ocho. He's paying.
Yeah.
You can't say he's not playing when you blocking the payment.
Yeah, she tripping big time. Big time.
I'm like, I had to listen to it again. She was like, because it's so easy for him. And he's always doing the easiest thing possible. Yes.
You know what I mean?
Ocho, how many people have direct deposit on their bills? Because everybody got tired of writing checks, filling it out, putting it in the mail, putting a stamp on it. They say, you know what? We could just take this out every month and be done with it.
Oh, yeah.
Babe, you got to move on. He done moved on with his life. That sounds like a woman that's upset that the child's father or ex-husband or whatever the case may be has moved on with his life.
That's what happens when you still have feelings. When you're a little bitter. When you're a little bitter, because if you're not bitter, you let everything happen very smoothly, so you don't have any type of situation, or you have not combativeness. What's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah.
I'm looking for a word. I really can't find it.
Toxic.
Yeah. Yeah, that too.
Yeah, auto pay. I ain't got no auto. Well, I do got auto pay, but Shelly set that up. Okay, Ocho, now it's time for another Twitter debate. Hold on, tight. Someone asked $125,000 to continue to work fully remote, or $165,000 for 3 days at work at the job. Which would you choose?
Wait a minute. 3 days out the week for $165,000, or staying home and working remote?
Yes.
For a year, right?
Moving forward.
Oh shoot! I'm taking the 3 days, 165, and I'm getting my ass up and going to work for them 3 days out the week.
3 days a week?
Yeah.
Man, please.
Oh, so you're not taking you gonna.
I'm taking the most money. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I mean,
because it's easy to get distracted when you're home, Ocho. You start doing a whole bunch of other stuff and not.
You don't even work. I
need to
think
get my.
People actually work when they're home. I mean, I know they work. I know because they have to do things. You have to meet.
Yeah, people are saying people are saying 125, Ocho. This explains why that's why we in the situation we in. That's why people ain't got no money. Because people want what's easy. You see, Ocho, all you gotta do is look at your chat. People want what's easy. People don't really want to work.
Well, I mean, 165, oh, 125, work-life balance. I ain't dealing with the crazy people.
People don't want to work, Ocho.
And they tripping. 125. Yeah, they tripping. They tripping. You know, I saw one say, I saw somebody say, I want to work from home. I don't want to deal with people at work. I don't want to deal with traffic, you know, having to commute back and forth, especially during rush hour. I understand all that, all those stuff, those things, but
you dealt with it before.
In this economy. Now, this is a hypothetical. In this economy, I think most, I'm not sure what percentage, you know, is back at work, but a lot of people work remote since COVID. A lot of people work since COVID.
Hey, and a lot of them saying, look here, y'all either come back to work or you're going to have to find different employment. Okay. I ain't got no problem with that.
But at 1 year, 165, when you just work 3 days a week, man, where I had my feet kicked up, chilling.
You know, you work 3 days and the other 2 at home.
Oh, I like that. As a matter of fact, I want to, if I can control it, I want to work coming off the weekend. I want to work at the workplace Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I want Thursday and Friday at home, so I could basically call it a 4-day weekend. Damn near 5-day weekend.
Yeah.
No, 4-day.
Yeah. I've just come to the realization people really don't want to work.
Or they want instant gratification. They want as much money.
People want to make the most money doing the least possible.
That's exactly what I get ready to say.
And then they get mad at other people. Well, how much money you need? Right. How hard did he work? How hard did he or she work?
Get that.
See, people that have a lot, most of the time, not all, sometimes they inherit it, but they're willing to do things that you want, which is like work multiple hours, 80 hours a week. That's not what you want. You think somebody should just hand you money over freely. Doesn't work like that. So it doesn't. So that's why I've been like, I don't care. I'm gonna work.
Same.
I'm gonna work because I like the lifestyle, and I think the people that are around me like the lifestyle that they have. And I've been very fortunate. I'm very, very blessed, Ocho, that I got a team that works just as hard. But I've been come to that conclusion. People just don't want to work, Ocho.
Yeah.
They don't.
It's been that way for a while, though. You know, a lot of people are lazy. A lot.
Because think about it. People saying now, you making a 125 and you saying 40,000 ain't no money. That's a third of what you actually make.
Yeah.
Think about that. Let that sink in, Ocho, what they're saying. 40,000 is 30% of what they make, and that ain't no money.
Oh, I don't know, man. I think. I mean, the way.
And we wonder why people broke, and we wonder why people credit messed up because that's how they think.
The way people talk, you know, maybe not just the chat, just in general. The way people portray themselves over Twitter, social media, Instagrams, TikTok, they make it seem like everybody's rich. They make it seem like everybody has money. They make it seem like it's so easy to, when statistically, the percentage of people that
you don't even want to work one.
That the percentage of people that actually have what we consider, you know, real or good money, the percentage is so small.
Exactly. Well, I'm gonna let y'all do it. Y'all go ahead and do what y'all want to do. I'm gonna keep on working this. I'm gonna show up for work.
I'm showing up to all 5711 of my jobs.
Hey, now we got a situation, Ocho, that we can do ours, that we don't have to be next to each other. And I know people say, well, Shannon, you be working on, they told me that. Now, if ESPN told me, said, well, Shannon, we're going to give you this, but you need to have your ass in studio, guess where I would have been? In studio. But this was a conversation we had. I didn't spring this on them. I didn't get the job and say, oh, I'm working, what you call them. If they'd have said, Shannon, we need you to be in studio, considering I was in the studio 5 days a week, and you mean to tell me all I got to do is be in studio 2 days a week? Man, please. That's just me. Ocho, now it's time for our final segment of the evening. It's time for Q&A.
Q&A. Hey, you know what? I'm going out tonight. You heard me? You heard me on? I'm going out tonight.
Titles, lay down. You took the first one off?
I'm going out tonight.
Okay. Key Chef said it takes more discipline to work from home than it does in the office environment. You're held to the same standard. People need to stop saying lazy. Stop saying lazy people working at home, bro. You putting the thing on mute. You talking, bro? Stop it. I've talked to people that work from home. Yes. You see what I'm doing working from home? You think I can pet my dog? You think Tyler's gonna be up on my chair if I'm in the office? It don't take no more discipline. You in PJs. You wear PJs to work? You wear Crocs? You wear Uggs to work? No. Man, stop it. Y'all lazy. It is. I'm sticking with that. Dr. Frankie L. Bellamy. Hey, fam. I asked who's sleeping on your shirt. It looks like Sterling, but I can't tell. Care to share the story behind it? That's me and Teddy Bear.
Where y'all at?
In the bed sleep.
Oh, I see how it is. Okay.
Me and Teddy Bear. Lanny Ray said, hey guys, a little less than 2 weeks till NOLA, and I'm so excited. Get your tickets, everyone. My question is, in your opinion, what's the hardest thing to do in all the sports? Hit a baseball? Ride a bull?
Hey, ride the bull ain't hard because I did that.
Yeah, it's hard.
Oh, it's very difficult.
No, it's hard to stay on it for 8 seconds. How about that?
Now you talking. Now that's hard. Hey, when I got on that bull, obviously there's no way to practice for it. Obviously, riding a mechanical bull, that was easy because my legs I was able to squeeze my legs.
Because your legs can touch. You could damn near lock your legs. You ain't locking your legs around 1,500 pounds.
I got on that bull and I looked at the person, the guy, legend, Ty Murray. I looked at Ty. I said, Ty, I can't fit my legs. I can't squeeze. He said, I know you can't squeeze. I didn't know they was this fat. It was one big ball of muscle when you got to use your spurs.
That's what
Well,
he
how
is.
am I using my spurs? I didn't use them on a mechanical bull because I could squeeze.
You ain't squeezing
They
that.
opened that goddamn shoe. I swear for God, I've never felt that kind of
That
power.
power.
On TV, it looked like they moving in slow motion. In person, boy, and boy.
I mean, because when you think about it, Ocho, you hit a baseball, you get 10 tries, you hit it 3 out of 10
You're a Hall of
times,
Famer.
bro, you're gonna make $700 million. I'm
Oh
telling you.
yeah.
Catch 7 out of 10 footballs, you're gonna be in the unemployment line. You're gonna be selling cars or coaching. Aaron Owen said, "What's up, Uncle Ocho? What's the craziest fight you witnessed during practice of the game?"
Craziest fight. Damn.
I mean, fights in practice is hard to really do damage because everybody got on helmets.
Everybody got on helmets. And the craziest fights for me was every training camp. Every training camp. And now, obviously, I'm the jokester. I'm the fun guy. I wasn't fighting. But it's always the lineman. It's always the lineman. And most of the time, it's offense versus defense. And if two offense defense, then all the rest of them get into it. That's funny.
Rodrigo Burrito said, hey, y'all, good to see Ocho. Got to sign up. Also, can we expect to see Nightcap merch for pets? Yeah, we're going to make some Nightcap merch for pets. Ocho, what are you doing?
Huh?
What you doing?
50 push-up real quick.
You need to dip your elbows in some lotion.
Huh?
You need to dip your elbows in some lotion. Good Lord.
I don't use no lotion when I'm home. I ain't got nobody to impress. What's the point of why would I have my lotion at home? I'm ashy.
You are.
Yeah. It's cool. I'm ashy, but I'm swole though. Huh?
Nate Harper said, Uncle Ocho, what do my Eagles need to do defensively against Jaden Daniels in order to get back to the Super Bowl? Fly, Eagles, fly. Keep him in the pocket.
Yeah. Tell him ends. Tell him book ends. Don't come up that field and come out that back door.
Don't haul ass up field. Keep him in the pocket. If that man throw for 300 plus and 3 touchdowns, do not let him outside the pocket because, hey, he rushed for 80, 90, 100 yards. Now you're conscious of trying to stop the run. He gonna throw the ball over your head. Keep him in the pocket. Cal Simpson said, "Sup, Uncle Ocho? Been a fan since Ocho Riverdance. Saw the show with you and Cheryl. Was it me or did it sit across from your soulmate and say, nah, I'm not interested? Y'all had more chemistry than a periodic table." I've known Cheryl for a very long time. If you noticed, hold on. If you watched the previous episode, me and Donnell Rollins.
Yeah, that was fun.
Because I've got a sense of humor, because I'm quick-witted, we can go back and forth, we can have fun. And that's for the most part. All the comedians do really well because they're entertaining and they can tell a story. Obviously, they're comedians. They're used to doing 20, 30, 45-hour sets. Yeah. So clearly they can tell the story. But when Cheryl got
boy, that was funny.
She was asking, she's like, what can I say? I say, Cheryl, be you. She's like, for real? Jordan got this. We should have we should have posted the outtakes. She's like, for real? I said, yeah, be you. I was like, I already know how you gonna be. And what she said, when I introduced myself, what she said that's exactly what she said that night. She said, Ian, I know who you are. I don't know why you think you got to tell me that. So it was a great time. And it's always great to see, like I said, I knew her. I've known her 30 plus years. Donnell, the different than people like with Donnell and Keith Burns, they went to the same high school. He's the same age as Burns' older sister. So they're about a 4-year difference between those two. But so I was asking Burns about it. So Burns like, man, I hear you got, Donnell's coming on. I like, yeah. I said, so what's he like? He like, hey, he great, funny, just be you. Y'all go hit it off. So he got there talking ish too. I'm like, bro, we ain't even. I said, okay. So, but it was great. It was great. Cheryl has been Cheryl every time I see her. When I was at CBS, and she would come in, her and Julie and the cast would come in from time to time. We've always had a great relationship. No, ain't nothing pop off. I think she made that abundantly clear. But no, my soulmate. Nah, I think my soulmate's between the ages of 32 and 42. That's my soulmate.
I like that.
Whew. But no, hey, y'all, if y'all haven't seen the interview, if you haven't seen the clip,
go
check
watch
it out.
that one.
You got to go check it out. Dab Smith said, if Eagles lose, it's a failure. Never going to have a path either to the Super Bowl that it is. They have way more talent and experience. They do.
Yeah. Better defense too.
But it's one game. Anything can happen.
That's the great thing about football in the playoffs.
Yep. They fired like a half my age plus 7. That's what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us. Isaiah Lancaster, Unc Ocho, what's the greatest moment in NFL history? Also, Unc, Joke is the most offensively skilled center in NBA history. It's hard to argue. The only ones I could go as far as skill is Akeem Olajuwon. But yeah, Joke, you look at less than 800 games, 150 triple doubles, averaging 30, 13, and 9, almost 10. He's unbelievable. He's unbelievable.
Oh, Titus.
Oh,
you back again? Boy, you done been here 4 times.
Hey, he was in the bed, he was barking. I'm surprised y'all didn't hear him.
Man, where Teddy at, man? Teddy didn't even make no appearance.
Nah, him and Teddy got into it today. That's why he got a thing on his nose. Teddy lumped him up.
Oh, that's funny.
Teddy lumped him up right quick. Hold on. Tiger Stripes, John Paxson, Steve Kerr each hit game-winning finals for Michael Jordan. So why does LeBron get hit criticized for when Ray Allen, Kyle Korver hit big shots for LeBron? LeBron is the only guy that's not allowed to have his teammates do what they're supposed to do. Nobody says anything. There have been other guys that hit shot. Derek Fisher hit shots. There have been a lot of guys that hit shots, game-winning shots, and they won games. Klay Thompson hit the shot with that OKC when they were down 3-1, and he made those 11 threes. Ain't nobody say anything about he saved Steph. It is what it is. Look, wherever you are in this argument, if you're a Jordan guy, you're going to remain loyal to Jordan. If you're a LeBron guy, you're going to stay there. So I've just given up. That's an argument. Ain't nobody going to never end. You're going to win.
It will never end. That's no different than the argument when it comes to who's the best soccer player in the world. Is it Messi or Cristiano?
Yep.
You can go.
Scott Williamson, Unc Ocho, please shout out my son Brian Smith. Today is his 30th birthday. This will make his day. Brian, happy 30th. Your dad Scott wanted to wish you a happy birthday. Happy birthday. Hopefully you did something fun. 30, that's a good number. I remember 30, but it wasn't yesterday or the day before. Ocho, that concludes this episode of Nightcap, brought to you by Boost Mobile. Visit the nearest Boost Mobile store or boostmobile.com to join their nationwide 5G network. Y'all know me. I'm your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe, that guy, the Liberty City legend, the Bingo Ring of Fame honoree, the Pro Bowler. That's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the like button and go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Thank you guys for your loyal and continued support. Make sure you check out Shea by Laportier. Two teams are going to be very excited. They're going to have something to celebrate. What better way to celebrate than with a bottle of Shea by Laportier? Now, if you cannot find it in a store or city near you, order it. We'll ship it directly to your door. And remember, during your celebration, please drink responsibly. Go follow my media company page on all of its platforms, Shay Media. Go subscribe to the Humble Baddies YouTube page. They had their first live show on Thursday. And check out my clothing company, 84, with 84 being spelled out. Everything has been restocked. And we've also introduced beanies today in every color. Quantities are limited, so make sure you grab yours while supplies last. Tickets for the Super Bowl show in New Orleans, our first spring tour stop. Tickets are on sale now. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. Unfortunately, the VIP meet and greet has officially sold out. There's still plenty of tickets to be had to see the live show. Make sure you go get yours February the 6th in New Orleans at the Mahalia Jackson Theater. We got a lot of guests lined up for you. You don't want to miss it. Both Nightcap and Club Shay Shay are both nominated for NAACP Image Award. Nightcap was nominated Outstanding Podcast, Arts, Sports, and Entertainment. Club Shay Shay was nominated Outstanding Podcast, Society, and Culture. Please go vote. The link is pinned in our social bios. That's it. Tomorrow, Ocho, after tomorrow night's game, we'll know who our Super Bowl contestants will be.
Hey, I'm excited.
Can't wait to see. First game, the Eagles take on the Commanders at home. Final game of the evening at 6:30. Buffalo travels to Kansas City. Josh Allen looking to make his first Super Bowl appearance. Patrick Mahomes looking to make his 5th Super Bowl appearance. So, can't wait.
Hey, boy, I can't wait for the night. There you go. What they do, twin?
Teddy Bear, why you bite Titus? Get up here. Come on.
Snap at him.
No. Be good. Thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. I'm Unc. He's Ocho. We'll see you tomorrow night after Kansas City and Buffalo. Thank you for joining us. Good night. That's good. What? Bro, you up way past your bedtime.